Let's talk about the blue Talisman from Ex Nihilo and a couple clone comparisons that I got of it. And we'll start out just kind of talking about the original itself, blue Talisman. And this is my second sample I went through on this. I got one last summer when it was a hype beast to try it. And then I got this one recently. And yeah, I really like this fragrance. It didn't start out that way for me. When I first smelled this, I just didn't understand what the hype was about. I thought it was overhyped. But the more I kept wearing it, the more I really started liking it. So this wasn't the first love, but it's really turned into one. A lot of citrus fruits and musky tones to it as it opens up. I really like the musky citrus tones, and it's kind of got this airiness about it that I like. Like, I don't know how to it's like a light effervescent airiness feeling, if that makes any sense. It's got some white florals in it. There's some woods in it as it dries down, some nice spices in it. It's a little bit powdery. It's a real fresh scent profile, so this works great in spring or summer to me. Real nice pear note. There's a bergamot, orange, some ginger. Really nice orange blossom note to kind of round it out in the middle. There's ambrofix in this at the base, musk. And there's just really nice woods as it dries down. You don't get a whole lot of the woods at first. You just get so much pear and citrus fruits with musk at the beginning. Then as it dries down, you start getting some of the woods, orange blossom, and you're getting ambrofix all throughout it. So well-crafted fragrance. Get pretty good performance on it, and I really enjoy it. All right, the first contender in this Clone War is a Mystical Amulet of Blue from Dua. I got this one last summer while all the hype was going on about this fragrance, and it was pretty close, but I was never really too happy with this one. I felt like it lost a lot of the airiness of the original. It went right to the dry down too. I didn't feel like it got much of the opening and all. It just goes right to like actually late into the dry down, late in the mid to the actual dry down itself. And some of the parts of the fragrance I really like is in the opening. It doesn't have that airiness, that musky, fruity airiness tone to the original. It's still a nice fragrance, and I was laying it with the original and kind of getting by with that to make my sample go by faster. But never super happy with this. And I like Dua. I'm always rooting for Dua. But on this one here, I'm going to say they're only about 70% close. If you wait till a dry down in your fragrance, it might move up to like 75 to 80%. But from the opening, at the opening, it's down to like 50% close. So, an overall 70. So yeah, they just didn't quite get it right here for me, for my taste. At least this formulation on this bottle, and this was the original formulation. So yeah, never really too happy with this one. For me, it's not a good replacement for the original. The original still definitely needed for me if I'm just going by this one. But Dua hits on a lot of them. This just doesn't one that really hit for me. Next up for this Clone War is this Latafa Art of Universe. Really like this one. This one kills the Dua. Spoiler alert. This one's about 85% close as opposed to 70% on the Dua. This gets that airiness that I like in the opening. It's even more airy than the original, I think. It's a little more fruity, a little sweeter than the original. A little bit less quality, but not a lot. It's really good quality here and really nice. Like I said, this is 85% all the way through. The opening is definitely a little more fruity, a little more pear, a little bit more muskiness going on too for the opening. And then it kind of transitions the same as the other one, kind of linear, but staying about 85% all the way through. Staying about 85% from the opening all the way to dry down. And I'm not sure that I even like the original scent profile better than this one. I like this one. It's a nice little twist on it. So I don't feel like I'm going backwards with this 85% twist. It's just a slight difference in a different direction, and I like it. I like the way they've done this. It doesn't bother me at all. I'll never need another clone of this. This is what I'm going with. Definitely don't need this anymore. But this one here, if you want a good interpretation of the DNA and you don't mind a slight twist, this is it, man. This is the one to go with. Really like this one. Same kind of performance as the original too. Pretty unisex scent profile. Just an easy spring, summer wear. I get the popularity on this one. It's just a great wear. And the more I wear it, the more I like it. It's not one that I get tired of. It kind of grows on me. So yeah, that's it. That's the Clone War. Latafa Art of Universe is a clear winner on this, and Dua is a clear loser on this one. Dua nails it sometimes, but on this one, they definitely didn't nail it. So if you could, leave a comment, give me any kind of feedback you guys got. Subscribe if you're not, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch.